Welcome back to the Conscious Hoofbeat podcast, where we explore the intersection of horse wisdom, mindful horsemanship, and building a soul-aligned equine business. I'm your host, Dr. Pamela, and around here, we believe that being a great horsewoman isn't just about technique, and being a successful practitioner isn't just about skills. It's about connection, intention, and creating a life that truly supports your work with horses. In today's episode, I'm talking about something I wish every newly certified equine bodyworker, healer, or practitioner knew before they launched their business. Because honestly, this is the reason so many gifted and talented horsewomen end up feeling stuck or they give up altogether. So, if you got the skills, but you're wondering why the clients aren't knocking down your barn door yet, this one is for you. Have you ever finished a certification? You were so proud of yourself. It was so much work. But then maybe you were actually a little relieved because all that hard work was over. And after all of the excitement was over, you realized, wait, now what do I do? You've got the skills, you've invested in the trainings, you're ready to help horses, but your phone isn't ringing or pinging. Today, I want to talk to you about that missing piece that no one tells you about when you finish your certification or your trainings or your schoolings or whatever that is in the horse world. And trust me, I've been there multiple times. When I first got my bodywork certifications, I was like, okay, I did all this hard work. I did the studying. It's over. And I was so excited. I mean, like lit up on fire, so ready to help horses. And I figured that, I would just tell everybody that, hey, I got this really cool certification and I'm doing all this cool stuff. And, it would just organically grow on its own. And I started doing sessions, for all my friends' horses, and then friends of friends, and then some people at the local barns, because I was basically begging people because I just was so excited and wanted to help horses, right? And, a lot of times for free because I was afraid to say how much I wanted to charge. And then, I thought, well, I went through the whole imposter syndrome thing, right? I'm not worth that. And then it didn't help that I had people, when I did start saying, well, this is how much I charged, they were trying to dicker with me on the price. I remember one lady was like, oh, well, what could you do for $50? And I was like, seriously? I'm like, show up? I don't know. Like you go to the grocery store and you don't go to the checkout and say, I only want to pay $50 for these groceries. And the cashier's like, yeah, sure, fine. Take your $100 worth of groceries and I'll only take $50. It doesn't work that way. And nobody told me that this was what it was going to be like, right? And I just kept thinking, oh, as long as I'm just, putting it out to the universe and I just want to help horses, it's going to take off. But instead, I felt super stuck and kind of gave up. I was like, okay, somebody let me work on their horse once. And it's like, well, sometimes, these more serious situations, one time isn't enough. And I was just really exhausted. I was tired from, sometimes I'd drive 1 hour one direction to work on one horse and then an hour home. I was barely making money for gas, right? Chasing leads, begging people to hire me, and just always wondering, what was I doing wrong? Oh, and I actually, couldn't even get people to commit to more than one session. And my favorite were the taste testers. I call them taste testers. Well, maybe you can just, show me a sample of what you do. And in reality is like sometimes, we're doing stuff and you can't always see because we're not there to put on a show. And here's the truth. I wish someone had told me that being good at your craft is not the same thing as knowing how to build a business with it. And second, I'm not Costco, right? Giving out free samples like the grocery store wasn't churning long-term lasting results for the horses. Oh, and I think that's what bothered me the most because I really just wanted to help heal all of these horses. And here's the thing. Most certification programs and trainings, and it doesn't matter if it's, massage or energy work or PMF or barefoot training. I mean, like the lists go on and on and on. Whatever you're doing in the horse industry, right? And they teach you how to do the work, and there are amazing teachers out there teaching wonderful, amazing transformational modalities, right? They teach you this is how you do it. This is steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is, steps A to Z. But you know what? They don't teach you how to get that work into the world, the horse world, in a sustainable way. They don't talk about client retention or communication. They don't talk about scaling your business instead of just doing, these one-off sessions, which, aren't making us rich. Let's be honest, folks, unless you're getting $500 a session, but I imagine most people aren't. They don't teach you how to present your value so that people understand what exactly you do and why they should hire you. Because I find like most horse owners don't always understand what we do, and they're leery and they're skeptical. And that's why they don't keep coming back, because they just don't understand. And we don't learn how to communicate this to the owners, right? And we come out of these trainings, we're definitely not prepared for the mindset shifts that we need to actually step into the role of a professional and of running a business instead of, feeling like, oh, I'm just the lady who loves horses and likes to help horses, but let's be honest, that doesn't pay the bills now, does it? And that's the missing piece. Without it, most people either burn out or they give up before they've even had a chance to burn out. Or they're just running it as a little side hustle, right? Because they're not able to scale it and sustain it to leave their day job, right? But we keep doing it because we love it and we just want to help horses. So I have to share with you, here's the big shift that changed everything for me. I wasn't just selling a session. I was offering a transformation. And not just for the horse, for the owner as well. And once I stopped thinking like a person with an A to B skill set and started thinking like someone who could make a difference in each horse's life and well-being and help their owners make a difference in their horse's life and well-being, that's when things started to change and shift. I started offering wellness packages that supported the horse's progress over time instead of just random single visits. I had real conversations with the owners about their goals, their concerns, and what it would take to get lasting long-term results for these goals of theirs that they had with their horses. And then suddenly, people who hired me stayed with me. They rebooked. They told their friends. My schedule was full because I was no longer offering a one-time massage or an energy work session. I was offering a pathway to a healthier, happier horse while adding years to their quality of life. And I don't know about you, but every horse owner tells me that all they want is for their horse to be happy, healthy, and comfortable. So, if you're in that post-certification fog, wondering why things aren't moving, today I have 3 actionable steps that you can do this week. You can start right now. Are you ready? Number 1, stop selling sessions and start selling solutions. Think about the outcome your work creates, not just what you do in a 60-minute massage. 2, have deeper conversations with your clients. Instead of just booking a single appointment, ask questions about their horse's history, the goals, the bigger picture. And when you take the time to have these conversations with them, it builds trust and it positions you as the professional, not just, somebody who's coming out and making their horse feel good for a little while. 3, create an offer that makes sense for long-term results. Horses rarely need just one visit, so make it easy for owners to commit to the care their horse truly needs. Now, I know it's frustrating when you've invested the time, the money, and you have put your heart and soul into the certification and the work, and you're still not seeing the momentum you have hoped for. But I want you to know there is nothing wrong with you. It's nothing wrong with your work. It's not because you're not doing good work, and your dream isn't unrealistic. You just need that missing piece, the bridge between your skills and a business that supports your horse life. So, if you want help building that bridge, that is exactly what I'm going to help you with today, because I have a free gift for you, and I am going to link it below. I have a free resource on how you can get repeat clients in 5 easy steps, right? So you can start turning your certification into a soul-aligned, sustainable business. I don't want you to give up on your gift, because you know why? The horses need you. Their owners need you, right? They need what you have. There's over 6 million horses just in the United States alone. There are plenty of horses to go around, and we all have our own individual gifts and talents that we can bring to these amazing creatures. So I just want to thank you for joining me today. If this episode sparked an idea or gave you a new way to think about your work, I'd love for you to share this with another horsewoman who needs to hear this message, right? So don't forget to get your free resource below in the show notes, how to get repeat clients in 5 easy steps, right? As you begin to apply these 5 steps, you're going to gain an unparalleled insight into what your horse's business can truly look like. Imagine the confidence you'll feel knowing that you're providing the most effective services possible, and the profound difference that you're going to make in the lives of all the horses that you work on. Now, go out there, transform your practice and the well-being of all the horses and horse owners that you work with. And until next time, don't give up on your horse dreams.